Y'all don't know how to drive.
Y'all ain't nothing but out of towners out here. Y'all the one fucked it up. You know what? We gonna have this conversation. You want to have this conversation?
Hey, put in the comments if you agree LA doesn't know how to drive in the rain.
The fucking out of towners.
That's what it is.
That's who's fucking up Los Angeles. Okay. Okay.
We learned
Take
it from
your
y'all.
ass back. You two motherfuckers was talking shit about LA.
Okay.
You two,
When?
both of you.
What?
When Hurricane Hillary was on the way. When Hurricane Hillary was on the way, I had these gentlemen around me, and they were like, "Oh, y'all motherfucking LA motherfuckers, the water. Man, we can deal with snow. We deal with that."
Man.
Da-da-da. So how did the
were right, though.
earthquake make you brothers feel?
Oh,
Man, I've been here 11
I
years.
was chilling right. I was chilling right through that.
I don't know.
earthquake.
KP texted me.
Shit, I got them
texted me.
texts.
He-
I was looking at
Hey,
it, but I was
listen.
on the
Scared.
couch.
Hey, all that shit talking like,
that's
all right,
KP.
we'll show you what we do.
That's a little
Nah,
quake.
I told my wife, you feel that? She was like, oh, that's what I did feel that. Now that
Exactly.
you mentioned it,
See?
she didn't even know until I told her.
Little five pointer. Exactly. Wait till that eight ball hit you.
Easy.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the whole Los Angeles is in shelters over a little bit of rain. There was no wind,
Listen.
no
went to
thunder,
sleep in
no
the wind.
lightning.
Let me ask you
Open the
this.
windows
Okay,
up.
you know what? You insensitive fuck. Imagine those people in New Orleans when they were like, "Oh, ain't nothing finna happen. Oh, they're just talking shit," and nobody
Yeah.
prepared.
Right.
The whole fucking city got washed up under. So
Nah.
excuse us for
Yeah.
wanting to protect the place.
I'm not saying don't be prepared, don't take the proper precautions. That's why I wasn't publicly saying anything.
Nah, I'm the public.
I
You said it to me,
wasn't
nigga.
gonna say this to people to get them to not take the proper precautions just in case something, disastrous might have happened. But I knew nothing disastrous was going to happen, but I didn't want to say that. So now that
Bruh.
we're after the fact, I told y'all nothing was going to happen.
Listen, man, this city has not had a hurricane since 1934. Excuse me, guys.
Yeah.
That's something to get nervous about.
It's
Imagine
not.
if Detroit said, we're going to have our first earthquake.
We had an earthquake.
I'm just saying, imagine.
But we had
Yeah.
one when we was there.
Yeah.
When y'all had an
No.
We
earthquake.
had an earthquake in like 2009, something like that.
He's,
the whole
he's,
wall was
he's
shaking.
right, though. People in Michigan and Detroit are terrified of earthquakes because they've never had one before. My mom calls me. She's like, "Man, I heard y'all had an earthquake. Are you guys? Is everyone okay?"
Someone asks me that
I'm
every
like,
time,
"Yeah."
yeah.
I'm just like, I'm about to walk to the store now.
Hey, don't try to bring up New
So
Orleans.
it's because
Why not?
Go ahead, be my
it's because we haven't experienced it, and on the news, it makes it look like it's so terrible. But once I got here, and now that I live here, I'm like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Man, I had a chance when the 8.4 hit. I was in Compton, but Northridge hit. And, bro, that shit tore some shit up. Like, that shit tore some shit
That's the one
up.
that toward the bridges.
Man, it was crazy. So for it to affect Compton, which is miles away, I remember my grandfather like, get in the doorway, this is the one, guys.
Why did they say that? Get in
Hold
the
on. Because that motherfucker was rattling. Nigga, you like, and then you like, for like an hour later, your house is just wobbling.
Yeah.
See, I
That's
haven't been
not
in one like
normal.
that.
That's a big one though.
Boy, nigga.
This little 5.5, I think about maybe
It
like
wasn't even
2000.
here, man. It was like 20-some miles away.
Right.
No, like
so imagine,
more.
so if that 5.5 hits
like
in
3.
Hollywood, oh my
A few
God.
Right.
years ago, we had that one, and my daughter was maybe like 6 months, and I remember standing in the living room and like rocking back and forth. But that's about it. Like, you can't. It doesn't compare to New Orleans. We opened the window and let the rain come in, and the window
Listen,
fell
I
asleep on the
didn't
couch.
say, I'm not downplaying New Orleans. I'm saying,
Yeah.
I remember family members, my whole family's from New Orleans.
Yeah.
They didn't take that shit seriously.
They did.
No. They like, oh man, that shit. Man, they always say it's gonna be a hurricane. I'm telling you, my auntie, all my family was down there like, ain't nothing gonna happen, baby. We ain't gotta go nowhere.
That's different. They should take it serious. They live in an area where hurricanes are prevalent. They live in an area where they're on the Gulf.
They're
You know
under
what I'm saying?
sea level.
They're in a tropical storm area. We are not in a tropical storm area.
That's why
that
it's
was all
scarier.
cap. That was all cap.
Listen, man,
That's all sensationalism for us to get more ratings to the Weather Channel.
Sandbags.
Listen, man, I don't
some
give a damn about
water.
none of that. I just got my roof fixed, and I was scared as a motherfucker.
what
Okay,
you said.
okay. When it rained for them goddamn that week, 2 weeks straight, I saw. You know what? I'm gonna put them video. I'm gonna send you. We're gonna put up my home during the rainy season right here.
You had a river in there.
And it was just me there. The missus done fucking around and went to go see the daughter or whatever. I'm in this bitch 2, 3 in the morning, and the bathroom is exploding. The roof is coming down. I'm running through this bitch with a regular broom. Man, that shit, man.
I will give you that. Los Angeles is not prepared for a lot of rain.
That's
The
the
city
problem.
is not designed for that.
That's the problem.
Like,
yeah.
even
But
like,
it's not a hurricane. It's just a lot of rain.
it was just a lot of rain, and I'm happy that it went that way. But, you know, Mexico got fucked up.
It did.
That shit got fucked up. It was some parts that, like, it had died down by the time it had got here. But, nigga, we were blessed. Because if that thing didn't die down and that thing was coming, oh, my God.
That would have been ugly.
Because I saw the rain that was on Ventura. Like, it was crazy driving down that street. Like, I was watching accidents. Boom. It was crazy out there, man. Shout out to everybody that
Because y'all don't know how to drive.
Y'all ain't nothing but out of towners out here. Y'all the one fucked it up. You know what? We gonna have this conversation. You want to have this conversation?
Hey, put in the
who's
comments
fucking
if
up-
you agree
you know
LA
who's
doesn't know
fucking
how to
up
drive
LA?
in the rain.
The fucking out of towners.
That's what it is.
That's who's fucking up Los Angeles. Okay. Okay.
We learned it
Take
from
your
y'all.
ass back. Okay. Go back to y'all little cities where it ain't fucked up, since it's so fucked up here.
We just know how to drive in the rain.
And the snow.
We
and
can
whatever.
we can learn y'all.
Y'all don't know how to do nothing, okay? But come here and take over and talk
Come
shit
here,
about
and
it.
come here and make it lit.
That's it. Come here and make it lit. You hear this shit?
LA is full of out of towners and LA is lit.
Because of all the
What's
time.
the correlation there?
I don't know if it's because of out of
LA is
towners.
cracking.
I don't think it's because of out of
I don't
towners.
know.
I don't know if it's because of out of towners. I don't know that. I think out of towners are coming here
Because
and bringing
it's lit.
boom.
Why'd
Pop
you
that
come?
shit.
Why'd you come?
Come on, New York, get in here. Why the fuck are you here? I've never said, you know what? I'm about
For the-
to go to
for the
your
sunshine.
town and get lit.
For the sunshine.
Not one time.
It's the sunshine.
They got sun everywhere. It's
don't
sun.
like
It's sun
this.
everywhere. They got sun in DR,
Have you been to
PR.
Detroit?
Exactly.
Yes, I have.
It's great. It's Gotham City in real life. It's great
Change
all
it.
the time.
Okay, go put some fucking lights up. All right. I don't know. Let's get to the next. This one can get crazy.